think it's time. Yeah, 2 blocks. 2 blocks. Yeah, I don't think we need the strap. I think we're pretty good. Yeah, make sure you have blocks. Make sure you have padding for your knee if you need it. And before we get started, a little housekeeping. I emphasize this again and again because we have many levels in the class and every day is different. Some days I can do something and some days I can't. I cannot emphasize enough. Please listen to your body. You can have a much more enjoyable practice if you modify when you need to modify. It doesn't mean that you're going to cheat yourself. But I have to kind of like offer all the options. So one of the things that we're going to be having working on today will be some weight on the arms. And we'll be going into wild thing. Wild thing is when you come from, it doesn't matter where, sometimes we'll be coming from here at one point and then flip over. Okay, that's a lot of weight. However, we will show the modification. You could go to here. You're on the ball of your right foot. Okay, and then you can also extend and just be here. And I'll show you both of those options. So there is always something on the menu for all of you. Less is more. Instead of down dog, you can go to child pose, you can go to quadruped, okay? And maybe just pace yourself. You might just go up for a couple, breathe for a moment, and then come and test the water. Maybe you come here, you feel a little fatigue, lower down. So then you have more fuel to go through the practice and you don't get frustrated. All right? So, welcome to class. Good to see you all. I have a little orchid arrangement in my kitchen. And the other day I looked at it and it makes me really smile when I see those little new buds come out. Because I try to be a good gardener. I'm not very good at it. But when I see those little buds, it really uplifts me. And it reminded me it's like a spring, a new beginning, okay? So each time we arrive into the mat, look at your practice, especially today, is a new beginning. Something that even if it means I'm going to do less so I can gain more, and have an open mind, being challenged with ease. Always find the ease in the midst of the challenge, all right? So we will get started today actually prones on our bellies. Make a pillow with your hands, walk your feet all the way back. Draw the shoulders away from your ears, walk your knees back. Take a moment here to settle in. Feel free to even massage your forehead. You may notice some pressure points on one side or another. Then notice, or maybe even ask yourself silently, what does spring, what does it ignite in you? What does it mean to you, possibly? What excites you? Then start to bring awareness to your breath. Every time you're breathing, notice your front ribs gracing the floor, your side ribs, your back ribs expanding. And with every exhalation, shedding the old, and with every inhalation, embracing something new. Notice the space between your ribs, your intercostal muscles expanding, your belly bulging and gracing the floor as you're using your diaphragmic breath. And then with your next breath, come to your forearms into a Sphinx pose. Shoulders over your elbows, bend your right knee into a tree pose or frog. say. Now glide your right knee as far out to the right. Lift your chest up. And then don't let it come from your chin lifting. It's from your upper back. Breathe. And I press the right inner knee, activating the inner groin. And then remember, effort with ease. Lift your right foot off the floor. Ooh. And then slowly lower. Internal rotation. Lift your foot, breathe here. Your eyes inside of your right hip. Lower down. Inhale, lift and hold. Exhale. Good. With your next breath, grip the mat with your right hand, the edge of your mat. Slide your left hand all the way underneath your chest, as far in as you can. And now take your right fingertips over your head. Press your right inner knee, maybe glide your right knee further down or further out. And we're going to do a little heart opener. Bring your right hand towards your left hand, and now open your heart to the right. Breathe and gaze. Your right leg probably will straighten out. Breathe to the right. And now take your right hand up and over your head. Come back to your belly, bend your right knee. Good. Depress the left shoulder. Press your right knee. Inhale right into your left hand. Open your heart to the right. Lift your back ribs. Open heart here. Right arm over your head, big circle. And now stay here. Then press the left shoulder forward down towards the floor. Use your breath as an invisible muscle, shifting energy. With your next breath, grip the mat again with your right hand. Move your left arm. Come into your spin pose. Now we're going to move a little bit further. Right hand to the floor. Lift your right knee up and over behind you. Come to your left hand and open your heart. Here is your modification for wild thing. And then with your next breath, gaze over to the left and do a little push-up. Lift your right leg extended. Don't touch the floor. Lift your right leg up. Do a little push-up. Both hands on the floor. Lift your left forearm. And now push up again. Open your heart. Breathe. With your next breath, gaze over to the left, a little push up, your right leg extends. Lift your chest. Last time, inhale. Open your heart, or maybe this time you're gonna lift your left hip off the floor. Take your right hand up and over, glutes are active. You're on the ball of your right foot, ball of the right foot for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lower down. Come all the way down to your belly. So you have your options. Walk your knees back. Sphinx pose. This time your left leg opens to the left. Walk your left knee as far out. Draw the shoulders back. Open your heart. And now slowly and gradually press your left inner knee to the floor. Draw the elbows back towards your hips so your sternum comes forward. And now visualize flashlights along your collarbones, opening your heart. And now find the ease. As you press your left knee, internal rotation, lift your left foot off the floor. Left foot, yeah. And notice where it feels a little jammed. Shine your light in there and then lower down. Inhale, lift and hold. Exhale, lower slowly. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Grip the mat with your left hand. Slide your right arm all the way underneath. Depress the right shoulder. Extend your left arm. Keep on depressing your right shoulder. Press your left inner knee. And a couple of warm-ups with the chest. Take your left hand towards your right hand and now open your heart to the left. Breathe here. Left hand over your head. Use a little core. Come all the way down to your belly. Inhale, left hand to your right hand. Open your heart. Breathe here. Lift your back ribs. Open your chest. Circle over your head and come all the way to your belly. And now we stay here a little longer. Forehead on the floor. Glide your left knee further out from your body and depress the right shoulder. With your next breath, come into your Sphinx pose. Organize. And now take your left hand to the floor. Flip your left leg behind you. And now come into your right hand. Open your heart. Lift your back ribs. There's a little back bend. With your next breath, gaze over to the right. A little push up. Extend your left leg. Breathe. Push all the way up. Inhale. Left hand opens. With your next breath, little push up. Lift up, inhale. This time you can go to the ball of your left foot and you can lift your hips off the floor. Glutes active, take your arm up and over your head. With your next breath, lower down all the way. Come down to the floor. Good. Walk your knees back, open your fingers outside of your mat, turn your fingers towards your mat. With your next breath, glutes are active. Inhale, draw the shoulders back, lift your chest. Just a variation of Cobra. Breathe and gaze maybe towards the root of your nose. And slowly lower down. Inhale. Lift your chest up. Glutes are active. Bring your chest forward just like we did earlier. Slowly lower down. With your next breath, take your hands behind your back. Interlace your hands. Draw the shoulders away from your ears. Widen your collarbone and straighten your elbows. Feet together. Glutes are active. And now with your next breath, lift your chest and lift your legs. Lift your arms off your low back if possible. Now gaze towards the bridge of your nose. For 3. Breathe 2. And 1. Ever so slowly release your hands. Bring them to floating cobra or floating locust here. Hands down to the floor. Child's pose. Okay, now before you go to child's pose, just shoot your hips right and left. Flash it out. You can even swing your legs, lower legs to the right and left. And then next breath, draw those hips way back. Maybe you come to your fingertips and stretch out your arms. Breathe here. Inhale. Visualize a light of energy from your fingertips to your shoulders, to your sit bones, to your heels. Now with your next breath, gaze forward. Come to your hands, feet together, lift your feet off the floor, a little swan. Glutes are active. Widen your collarbone, don't let it come from your neck. Yes. Shoulders back and down, lift your chest tall. Slowly go into child's pose. Inhale, gaze forward. Little small glutes active. Draw the heels of your hands towards your feet and breathe in here. Slowly release it. Walk your hands all the way towards your feet. And now press the tops of your palms on the floor. And you decide how far they're going. You find the right spot for you. Lift your chest and press the tops of your hands. Oh. You can even play a little piano if you can. You might feel like, ooh. Yeah, breathe in there. And now slowly come all the way. Standing on your knees. Bring your palms in front of you. Inhale. Use your deep core. On the exhale, bend your right elbow like a bow. Lift your chest and now open your right palm. Bring your hip points forward. Right hip forward, Mike. Right hip point forward. Yeah. And then slowly come in. Good penny. Breathe here. Inhale. Bend your left elbow. Keep your hip points forward. Breathe. Gaze over to the left. Extend. Now find a little spring in your mind, in your heart. Slowly come forward. Inhale, lift your palms up. A little back bend moves active. Back bend comes from your mid and upper back, not from your low back. And now with your next breath, bring your hands all the way forward. Find your downward facing dog. Claw the mat with your fingertips. And now lift your hips. Visualize a block between your elbows and start walking your dog. You might even add a little twist. Breathe. Good. With your next breath, gaze forward, bend your right knee, and then bend your left knee, shift your legs to the right or left, and come all the way down. What I want to tell you, sit down for a second before I go. It's very important to understand how everything we do is with the nerve system. And the nerve system has two messages to give us. There's one that is sensory, so that's physical, what we feel. And then we also have the emotional feedback. That's huge because oftentimes people respond to discomfort, maybe from an emotional place, kind of fear, trauma, rather than physical. So oftentimes the pain may not be as intense as you might think it is because your nerve system is sending the emotional response. So oftentimes ask yourself, is the pain coming from sensory? Is it physical? Or is it really from fear or discomfort or something that reminds me where I used to? I don't want to go to that pain again. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to. Well, sometimes if you feed it that way, you might. So it's how we sometimes sense. So always, I think this is huge. Always ask yourself, is my discomfort physical or is it emotional? Okay? And then you will be the judge of that. All right, so we're coming into our little bridges. Find your block on the medium setting. And we're gonna lift up in 3 increments. Inhale, lift your tailbone first. Lift your sacrum, lift your low back. It's a very short, very small, low bridge. So your glutes are getting fired up in here. Your ribs are down on the floor. Lift your palms over your heart. And now make a fist and turn your little fists in different directions. Visualize a ball of light and you're touching every light. Now your glute today, the tendency might be to lift up your hips a little higher. Keep them low so you only feel this in your glutes and not in your low back. And now open your fingers and flick your fingers. Breathe here. And I highly recommend to do this like at least a couple of times a day. You're gonna start to feel your glutes are working for you without even paying attention. All right, hands to your thighs. 1 inch lift, lift up 1 inch, lower small 1 inch. Lift and hold and lower. Lift and hold, maybe close your eyes and visualize that energy, that color green traveling all the way to your bone and your glutes. So it's not just the top layers, but it's all the way down to the bone. Lift and hold, lower. Lift and hold, stay here. Turn your palms towards one another. Keep your pelvis where it is. Just squeeze the block in your hands and release. Squeeze and hold and release. Squeeze and hold and release. Squeeze and hold for 4. Notice what you feel. Release. Squeeze and hold and release. 2 more. Squeeze and hold and release. Last one. Squeeze and hold. Hands to your thighs. Lengthen your hips towards your calf muscles and now lower your low back only and feel that traction. Breathe into that low back and now lower your sacrum and lower your tailbone. Oh, move the block out of your way and now drop your knees slightly to the right and to the left, just massaging the SI joint. Stay on the center of your sacrum. Very nice. All right, with your next breath, take your hands behind your head, interlace your hands and elbows in, okay? Now, everyone, sacrum on the floor, center. Now, lift your chin up so you have an apple and lift your head only 1 inch and now press your head to your hands. So your hands are not pressing your head. That's gonna keep your cervical spine happy. Remember that, now lower your head down. Press your sacrum down, inhale, lift your left leg slow. Spread your toes. Breathe here, inhale. On the exhale, lift your chest, gaze up, resist your head to your hands. Now lift your right foot only 2 inches. Oh, breathe. Lift your chin, lift your shoulders. Extend your right leg. Now don't take it too low and don't take it too high. Mary, bend your left knee. Bend your left knee and straighten your right leg. Yes, not too high, not too high. Lower a little. Breathe, press that sacrum to the floor. For 2 and 1, bend your right leg to the floor. Lower your chest and take a break. Inhale. Keep your left leg up. Press your sacrum. Exhale, lift your chest. Lift your chin. Press your sacrum, lift your right leg 2 inches or so. Extend it out. Now listen. Turn your chest to the left. Ooh. Lift your chin up. Use those oblique muscles. And now bend your right leg and extend your left leg. What? Breathe here. Lift your chin more. Yes. Change your legs one more time. Lift a little more. Come down to the floor. Oh, rest. Why are you all so quiet? What happened? Relax down, chill, breathe. Exhale it out, exhale it out. So think of every exhalation like you're breathing out. And every inhalation, you're planting those new seeds in your body. So it's kind of like tap lap. You're telling the nervous system, I really want to go to the deep end, but I'm going to be really gentle because I'm going to breathe in and my light is there to assist me. All right, here we go. Inhale, hands behind your head, elbows in, sacrum down to the floor. Lift your right leg up. Stamp your sacrum, lift your chest on the exhale, resist your head. Breathe here, lift your left foot off the floor over. Lift your chin. Extend your left leg through Manasa, slow. Quad muscles are active, good. Elbows in for 3. Breathe 2. In 1. Drop your left foot down and drop your chest down. Pace yourself. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale. Press your sacrum down. Exhale, lift your chest. Lift your chin. Lift your left leg over. Spread your toes. Extend your left leg. Now inhale. Exhale, twist to the right. Lift your chin up. Left leg extends. And now change your leg. Stay here. Lift your chin. Breathe and lift a little higher. Change your legs. Come center and relax. Oh, drop it side to side. Inhale and exhale. All right. Slowly rock and roll a couple of times. Then slowly all the way to the top of your mat. So make sure that you have blocks in case you need them. Feet together, spread your toes. Shoulders are broad. Take one hand behind the back of your skull and one hand towards your front lower ribs. Okay, and lengthen your tailbone. So that's keeping your spine in neutral position. And now, without looking, lift all 10 toes. Press them out of your big toe, little toe, center of your heel. And then spread your toes wide. Those are your 3 points of contact. Now release your palms. And we begin. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Lift your arms, lift your chest. Exhale, forward fold from the hips. Halfway lifting hill. Exhale, right leg goes back. Drop your right knee down to the floor. Relax your right foot. Draw the heel to your knee and your knee to your heel. Lift your chest up, Anjaneyasana. Breathe. With your next breath, bring your arms forward. Inhale. Bend your left elbow. And extend your arm. Lift your chest. Breathe. With your next breath, lift your palms over your head and little back bend. Ardha Hanuman. Bring your hands, tuck your right toes under, and take a little stretch here. Maybe blocks. Blocks are wonderful, and you feel free to go forward and back. Now you're not coming from your shoulders, you're coming from your hips. So very, even if you stay here, I want to see that chest and grow into that. Drag your heel towards your sit bone. Breathe here. Find spring in your movement. Exercise really well. What? Shoulders back, bend and straighten. You're hydrating that tissue. The more you bend and straighten. Okay, with your next breath, bend your left leg. Frame your left foot. plank pose. Gracefully and quietly come all the way to your tippy toes. Listen, pull those shoulders back so your chest comes forward. Drop your knees down if you need to, and drop your chest down. Inhale, cobra. Shoulders back, glutes are active. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Feet together, right leg lifts. Inhale. Gaze towards your right fingertips. Bend your right knee and come all the way outside of your right hand. Listen lunge. Good. Walk your left foot slightly back. Drop your left knee down. And now inhale, bend your right elbow and lift your heart. Exhale, take your right fingertips all the way in front of you. Make it a block and straighten your right leg. Oh, I feel that. Inhale, bend and open your heart. Exhale, take your right hand to your block and draw the right leg back. Bend your right leg, inhale. Now listen, kickstand your left leg a little bit and now take the right leg, the ball of the foot, into wild thing variation. Glutes are active, open your heart, open your heart. Yep, on the ball of the right foot. That's it, lift your chest, lift your chest. Good. Slowly gaze to the right. Extend your right leg to modified side plank. Stay there, leg towards the mirror. And now look to your right. Extend your right leg to 90 degrees to the floor to gate variation. Good. Walk your hands forward and now slide your left hand underneath you. Thread the needle. Stay here in this variation. We will have an opportunity to balance the second round. Just enjoy. Energetically draw the left shoulder and the left hip to the left wall. Breathe. Visualize the space between your ribs. You're breathing into those intercostal muscles. They help you with your breathing. Your next breath, press your right hand down, slide your left hand, modified side plank. Now, some of you, look at the top of your mat. You can grab your right knee and then bring your right foot to the top of your mat, or some of you can bend and use your core to bring it forward. Good. Lift your chest up, inhale. And on the exhale, we're going to go into an L shape. Come to your fingertips and breathe. Draw the right hip back. All 5 toes are down. Look under your belly. Draw the right hip back into the midline. And some of you want a little more spice. Maybe you micro bend your right knee and maybe you bring your hands off the floor. Whichever way works for you. Okay, we're all gonna meet in chair pose. Oh, lengthen your tailbone, breathe. For 3, maybe you lower, shift your weight back, 2 and 1. Inhale, lift your palms up. Exhale, next to your heart center. Share the old, renew. Maybe visualize a spring color through your breath. Lift in with your breath. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. From the hips, exhale, Uttanasana. Adha Uttanasana, halfway lift inhale. Draw the shoulders back. Exhale, left knee goes behind you. Drop your left knee down, rest the left foot to the floor. Draw your legs towards one another, Anjali-asana. And again, find the ease. Bring your palms in front of you. Inhale. Pull your bow over to the right. Hips up forward. Open your arms. Window to the right. Lift your chest a little taller and rotate from your ribcage a little more. Your next breath, gaze forward. Lift your palms up. Inhale. Adha Hanuman. Tuck your left toes under. Walk your left knee back. Find your blocks of force and then roll it back. Feel free to bend and straighten a little. And remember, your chest is nice and open. Again, try to give yourself permission to not be so rigid and expect. Just have fun, like an internal dance with your breath and your movement and your thoughts. The next breath, bend your right knee, frame your right foot, gracefully plank pose without making any noise. Bring your chest all the way forward, draw the shoulders back. Lower your knees if you need to, lower your chest. Inhale, cobra or up dog. For up dog, your knees will be off the floor and your elbows will be straight. And our glutes are active. Drag your feet energetically towards your chest. And now see if you can flip over your toes to downward facing dog. Feet together, inhale. Exhale, one. Inhale. Exhale, two. Inhale. Exhale, three. Lift your left leg up, inhale. Gaze over to the left, listen lunge. How slow can you go? Come to the ball of your right foot out of the way. Bring your left foot outside. Walk your right foot slightly back. And then inhale, open your heart, left elbow bends. Then with your next breath, find your block on the toe, set it way in front of you. Draw the left hip back. Inhale, bend the elbow, bend the knee, open your heart. Exhale, stretch it out. With your next breath, bend your left knee, kickstand your right leg just a little bit, swing your left leg all the way behind you, wild feet variation. You're on the ball of the foot, your glutes are active, and now lift your back ribs towards the crown of your head. Side plank modification, extend your left leg. And now gaze over to the left, plant your left foot to gate variation. Walk your hands in front of you, and now slide your right arm under the left. Thread the needle. Walk your right shoulder as far in as you can. Let it be therapeutic. Maybe you bend and straighten your left if you feel any pulling. And now with every breath, you're shining the spring color through every cell in your body. Your next breath, slide your right hand out, ground your right leg, extend your right leg, modified side plank one more time. And again, to the top of your mat, either you grab your knee or you bring your left foot forward. Anjaneyasana. Tuck your right toes under. Breathe here, inhale. And now gaze forward, L shape. Maybe your hands are off the floor. Breathe. Shoulders back, throw the left hip back and in. Roll back, toes are down. And maybe you need 2 blocks today. Bend your left knee with meeting chair pose. Lengthen your toe. Breathe. 3, 2, and 1. Push the floor down all the way up. Into your center. Feel the energy beneath your feet. And feel the vibrations through the body. Breathe into that. How we do? Okay. So we're gonna go into a little balancing sequence, and then we'll go to we'll feed on that flow that we did here. Okay, so come to the center of your mat. And again, bring your weight to your left foot, the mat of your big toe, little to center of your heel. Now lift your right heel a little bit. Hug your muscles all the way up. Bring your hands to your heart center, inhale. And now lift your right leg. Lengthen your tailbone. And oftentimes that mount of the big toe wants to be a little lazy. Can you stamp it down? Some of you can stay here, some of you can take your right leg and lift your chest up. And after we do that with breathing and not holding your breath, okay, and now slowly bend your right leg and take it just a little bit behind you. And then a little step back. Inhale. Shift your weight forward. Right leg, tree pose, whichever way works for you. I have a new student, it was very moving actually, because he has arthritis and he has Parkinson. So we worked on balancing and he's like, I don't think I can do it. Like, yes, you can. So we did it and he had tears in his eyes because he didn't believe that he was able to. So persistence, be persistent, lift your chest up. Find spring in your body, maybe you're growing those little branches and the little flowers. Maybe you lift your chin up to the ceiling. Maybe you gaze up. Slowly come up. Gracefully. Bring your knee upright. Take it behind you, a little shift back, a little break. It's your heart center. Okay, before you go to the next and last one, we're going to go into the little twisty. Okay, so you can just grab. Gazing forward will be much easier. Okay, but I don't want to see your knee here. So keep your knee aligned with your hip. Some of you have a little more. Maybe. Some days are better than others. Okay, so here we are. Stand on your left leg. Shift your weight forward. Lift your right knee up. Step 1. If you know you can extend, go, don't wait for me. Yes. Otherwise, your left hand outside of your right knee. Look at your knee and make sure it's staying where it needs to. Oh, you can either gaze forward, windmill your arm, lift your chest up. Keep breathing. Oh, it's harder than it looks. Good, Penny. Good for trying. That's it. Keep going. for 3. Take your time for 2. Oh, okay, slowly release it. That didn't come out gracefully, but that's okay. Shake it out. Weeding those things out, and then there's room for little seeds. What's so nice about this that we don't expect so much, we're just having fun. Okay, right leg. Spread your toes, mat of your big toe, little toe, center of your heel. Your muscles. Lift your chest. Then lift your left leg up. Breathe. Lengthen your tailbone, lift your chest, shoulders down. Press the mat of your big toe. That makes it much harder. And then maybe you extend your core muscles out on fire. If somebody looked at you, they're thinking like you are sunbathing. For 3, breathe 2, bend your knee, take it behind you, slow in a straight line. Shake your weight, unload that tension. So the little pause that we're doing now, that can be at work, that can be before you go home. A little reset. Inhale. Shift your weight forward. Find your tree pose. Whichever tree works for you today, use your own little art in here. Maybe this time you interlace your hands behind you. And now widen your collarbone, lift your chest, lift your ribs. Breathe here, maybe you gaze up, or you fall like me and you come back again. Breathe, practice, practice, practice. Ooh. Release gracefully. Take your neck back. Hands to your heart center. Flash it out. Okay, last one. Inhale. Bring your weight forward. Lift your left knee. Look at your knee, align it with your hip. Option 1, and outside of your knee. If you're going to extend, you know where you are. Option 2, extend your arm, gaze forward. And option 3 is to gaze to the left. Lift your chest. Breathe. So if we don't try, we get to lose all of those things. But we wobble and we come back and we tell the nervous system, right? We're using the sensory rather than the emotional. Slowly come back, shake it. Ooh, ha. Shake it off. Take a moment of stillness inside of you. If you need water break, please do so. And now, how are we doing? Good? Okay. Why are you so serious then? Focusing? Okay. So now watch for a second. I'm going to show you. We'll be working a lot of the mobility, of the functional mobility of the knees and all. So at one point, we're going to come, instead of the L shape, we'll be coming into half moon. I really love the variation of half moon with 2 blocks, just to find that stability. And then it's much harder to do it this way because there's no cheating, but there's a lot of sense of stability. Okay, now look where we're going to go from here. We're going to bend the knees, shift back, and you're going to come down to the floor, to Ardha Matsyendrasana, Lord of the Fishes. Okay, we'll do a couple of things, but here is the transition. We're going to come little open twist, Twist it, and now we're gonna come to a short down dog. Here is your functional mobility again. And then we lift the heels, swivel, and come back. This is huge, that, okay? We'll do that 2 times, and then here's where we go. You'll be in your down dog, and then we're gonna twist it. The hand's gonna come forward, and now you'll be in this little skater, all right? And then from here, we'll just stay here, and here comes the chair pose. A little tricky, you're here. Ooh. That's the spice over there. You're excited? So everyone can do, now remember, this time we're gonna go from here to the wild thing. Remember that from here, it's gonna be a little more spicy. But you already know that you can be here very easily, okay? So, we're gonna edit it a little bit. So here we go. Inhale, lift your palms up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plank pose. Shift all the way forward, inhale. Exhale, chaturanga, whichever way works for you. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Right leg lift, inhale. Gaze to the right, lizard lunge. This time your knee is off the floor unless you need to lower your knee. Bend your right elbow, open your heart, inhale. Exhale, crooked pyramid pose. Draw the right leg back. Blocks can always be there to assist you, yes. Inhale, open your heart. Lift your left hip off the floor. Exhale, pyramid pose. Inhale, bend your right leg. Go to the outer blade of your left foot, right leg behind you, wild thing. Breathe here. You're on the ball of your right foot, lift your chest up. With your next breath, gaze down. Draw the left foot towards you, bend your left knee down to the floor, and now take your right leg. Okay, I lost you, didn't I? Okay, so left leg here. Draw the left, drag the left foot towards you, bend the knee, and now take your right leg to gate. Yeah. Slide your left hand underneath you. Breathe here. Take a couple of breaths to settle down. If you like to balance, go into an inversion. You can lift your feet off the floor. You can lift your hand off the floor, but first find your spine strong. It helps to put your right hand by your nose or aligned with your nose. Your glutes have to be active. Breathe here. Find your spine strong, strong, glutes strong. There, better. For 3. Breathe 2. Find your spine tall. Find those glutes. There you go. And slowly, slowly come down to the floor. Slide your left hand out. Modified side plank. Bend your right foot, grab your knee or not, bring it to the top of your mat. Tuck your left toes under and lift your chest up, Anjaneyasana. Inhale. Exhale, lift your knee, fly your arms behind you. chest off your thighs. One more time. Inhale, bend, maybe you hover. Glutes active. Exhale. Fly your arms all the way to the left. Side lunge. Bend your left knee. Straighten your right leg. Open to the right. Bend your right knee. Breathe. Now look at your left leg. Turn your left foot to the back of your mat. Bend your left knee, reverse your warrior. Look at the back of your mat, right leg straight. Breathe in here. Straighten your right leg. Leslie, left arm straightened, right leg on your thigh. Okay, now from here, Parsvakonasana, side angle, left forearm on your thigh, lift your right arm up. We're gonna move from here. Rotate your left ribcage towards the ceiling. And now fly your left arm right in front of you. Look at your left hand. Take your right elbow over the left elbow. Eagle your arms or give yourself a hug, and now turn everything to goddess. Turn your toes. You're turning to the right. Turn your toes out, lengthen your tailbone. And now feel free to lift one heel or another. Open your heart, inhale. Exhale from your hips forward, fold any amount. Draw the shoulders away from your ears. Follow your belly. Slowly come up. Turn your left toes in. Turn your right toes out. You're at the top of your mat and heel to your right foot to the right a little bit. Inhale, rotate your chest. Humble your warrior. Again, draw the shoulders away from you. Breathe. If you need to drop your left knee, feel free to do so. Now draw the right hip back to the back wall. Yes. Breathe here for 3. Breathe here for 2. And 1. Now liberate your arms. Find your blocks. Start with your L shape. And now your standing leg is your right leg. Draw the right hip back and in. Lift your chest and rotate your right ribcage towards the ceiling. Stay here, or lift your left arm. Three. Breathe 2. And 1. Close your chest. Inhale. Bend your right knee and bend your left knee. And now slowly draw those hips back until you find the floor. Yes. Crack, crack, crack. And take a moment here. Just take a moment, breathe in. Oh, lots of twisting today. Twisting are really good for the nerve system and the digestive system. So you might feel a little even sleepy. If this variation doesn't work for you, you can stretch out the bottom leg, lift up your arms, inhale. And now we rotate from the rib cage. Okay, lift, 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 and then find your hand to the left or find your forearms to the left. But listen, there's a little opposition here. As you're pressing the heels of your hands away from you, you join the shoulders back and follow your belly so your spine is going backwards. And now take advantage of opening that midsection. Gets really congested. You press the shoulders down. Use your breath. Now slowly, slowly, lift your right palm up, take it all the way behind you. Lift your left chest up, 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 up. And now maybe hook your elbow to your knee. Hollow your belly and now lift your chest a little more, rotate to the right. Can you ground that right sit bone a little bit more to the floor as you're lifting your spine a little taller? And now we're gonna go to that little down dog variation twisting. So here we are. Inhale, lift your palms up. Rotate to the left. Push the floor up. We did a little push up at the beginning of class. Lift and find your down dog. So you have to swivel over your feet. Yes. And now we do it again. Lift your heels, swivel your heels to the left, bend your knees, find the floor. Yeah, a little twist. So from here, twist, twist, twist. Left knee behind your right ankle. Twist it to the right, little twist. So remember, effort and find a little ease. Sometimes I look at the light like a little grandma, always there to nurture my journey. Inhale, lift, last time. Take it over to the left, find your little down dog. Stay here. And now look to the right, take your hands to the top of your mat, lift your heels, swivel to the left, and this time your right knee bends, and you can even straighten your left leg a little further from you. And you into the little scalar. Draw the hips back. Please feel free to use the blocks. Wonderful variation. You can even take the blocks to the right if you want to do the twisting. Fine. Yes. If you like more, you're gonna bring your hands to your heart center and twist. Okay. And now look at your right foot. Shift your weight to the right. If you're in the twist, stay in the twist. If you have blocks, bring the blocks with you. And now bring your left foot next to the right foot into your chair pose. Yeah, you're still in the little twisting. Hands outside of your knee. Do your best. You can also take just your left hand outside instead of your elbow. Yeah, you can spread your arms open for 3, 2, and 1. Lift your arms. Whoa. And here comes some grace, hands to your heart center, surrender. And those are the moments where you feel the power of surrendering, where your mind, your monkey mind, your diarrhea mind has nothing to do with it. It doesn't matter what it says. You know you need that inner space, the pause. So that's the free of attachment. When our intuition is bigger than our mind thoughts. So now you know where we're going. We have one last side. Lift your palms up, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plank pose. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, lower down. Halfway lift, inhale, cobra or up dog. Inhale, or exhale, down dog. Inhale, exhale, 1. Inhale, exhale, 2. Inhale, exhale, 3. With your next breath, left leg lifts, inhale. Look outside of your pinky finger, lizard lunge. Keep your right hand down, inhale, easy twist. Lift your right hip up. Exhale, crooked pyramid, maybe your blocks. Inhale, easy twist. Exhale, crooked pyramid. Inhale, come into your lizard lunge. If you need to drop your knee down, please do so. Go to the outer red of your left foot, wild thing. Lift your chest. Glutes are active. Now here is where we drag the right foot towards the right hand. Drop your right knee down. And now extend your left leg to gate. Both hands down, inhale. Slide your right hand underneath you. Thread the needle. Find the ease within the effort. Use your breath. Slide the opposite hand. Opposite hand, mama. Right hand under. Right hand under the bed. Yes. Now breathe in here. If you like to balance, engage your spine, engage your glutes, and then fly your leg. Breathe. Maybe this leg. Let me help you. Yeah. Glutes are active. Push the leg away from your body. That's it. Breathe here. Lots of engagement and there. 2 or 3. Breathe 2. Find your spine and glutes. Yeah. There you go. Yes. And 1. Beautiful. Ever so slowly drop your left leg out to where you were. Slide your right hand, ground your right hand. Side plank variation. Now either grab your left knee or look at the top of your mat. Bring your left foot forward, tuck your right toes under. Inhale, lift your palms up. Exhale, you can keep your knee down or lift your knee and fly your arms. Follow your belly. Inhale, maybe you hover. Glutes are active. Exhale. Turn everything to the right. Side lunge. Breathe here. Take it over to the left. Draw your hips back. Keep your right foot grounded, Mary. Yes. Side lunge. No, you go. Yeah, yeah. Breathe. Draw the hips back. Draw the right hip bone back. Back. No, yes. There you go. Feel the stretch. And now slowly, slowly look at your right leg. Turn your right foot to the back of your mat. Bend your right knee. Maybe open your feet a little wider. And now reverse your warrior. Breathe. Lift your ribs up. Now look at your right knee, Mike, align it with your second toe. Good. And now Parsvakonasana, right forearm to your right thigh. Keep your legs. Turn your left palm up and over your head. Rotate your right rib cage towards the ceiling. And now look at your right hand. Can you bring it in front of you like a tray? Right in front of your nose. Right hand in front of your nose. So you're facing the lake. Yes. And now take your left elbow over the right elbow. Eagle your arms or give yourself a hug. And now come all the way up. Turn your toes to the right and left. Goddess. Oh, lengthen your tailbone. Breathe in here. Pace yourself. Inhale. And now exhale forward. Fold from your hips. Draw the shoulders back. Breathe here for 3. Follow your belly. 2 and 1. Slowly come all the way up. Stay with your arms. Turn your right toes to the left. Turn your left toes out and heel to your left foot to the left. Lift your chest up. Inhale. And now exhale. Humble your warrior. Draw that left hip back. Shoulders away from your ears. Breathe here. Gaze forward towards your fingertips. Use your spring in your breath. Okay, with your next breath, liberate your arms. Lift your right heel and find your blocks. And now come all the way to L shape. Stand strong on your left leg and open your chest. Open your chest. Stay here or liberate your right arm. Breathe here. Now bring your left rib cage towards the ceiling. Use your right glute strongly for 3, 2, and 1. Close your heart. Bend your left knee and bend your right knee. Shift your weight back and come all the way down. Breathe. Oh, take a moment. So there's no growth without the challenge. And also there's no growth without the pause. Recovery is really important to grow in your practice. So find the effort and the ease. Lift your palms up, inhale. From your ribcage, rotate over to the right. Plant your hands or find a block if you need to. And now push the heels of your hands away from your body. And now hollow your belly and draw the shoulders back and your spine to the back wall. Don't look down, but look forward. Use your breath in that spiral in your spine. And now slowly, slowly, take your left hand behind you. Lift your right palm up. Inhale. And now exhale, hook your elbow to your knee. Hollow your belly and then lift your chest a little more. Can your right ribcage reach towards your left inner thigh? And now ground that left sit bone. Even if it doesn't touch, visualize the energy drawing that hip down. Use your breath. Okay, we're coming into the little down dog variation. Lift your palms up, inhale. Open to the right. Give a little push like you did a push-up and then lift your heels. And we do the same thing again. Lift your heels, swivel your heels to the right. Follow your belly, bend your knees. And down to the floor. Yes. And when you feel that pop, right? That you know there's a blind spot in there. So that's why we keep doing that. Okay? When you feel that blind spot, shine your light in there like you're putting natural aromatherapy oil into your hips and your knees. Yes, use your glute. Okay, better. All right, here we go. Last time, we're gonna end up in our little skater. So breathe in, down dog variation. And now lift your heels, swivel your heels to the right. Walk your hands to the top of your mat. Your toes are turning. Bend your left knee. Walk your right foot a little further if you need to. And now in the little skater, feel free to come to blocks. Draw the left hip back, hollow your belly, don't look down. There's nothing there that serves you. Yeah. Now inhale, all hands to your heart center. Lengthen your chest, breathe here. Here is your last pull of the day. You'll feel good after, I promise you. Bring your weight to your left foot. See if you can stay in the twist and bring your right foot next to the left. And if not, just do whatever works for you. I know. For 3. Breathe 2. And 1. Slowly lift your heart. Hold. Freedom. Take a moment of stillness. All right. We're going to go down to the floor. We're done with all the challenges. Aren't you excited? With the top, inhale. Now, again, shift your hips back. Maybe you have to have your blocks, and that's okay. But see how low you can go. Glutes active, core active. Hydrate those knees, hydrate those knees. As far as you can go, and then find whatever way, all the way down. Good. Yeah, it's okay. It's very, well, you know what's good that we try. That's the thing. If we don't try, then we're in trouble. All right, so here we are. Take your right leg out, and then take your left ankle over the right knee. Okay, step one. Step two, bring and bend your right knee. We okay there, Mama? Difficult? If not, go on your back. Okay, the other option would be to go on your back. So we're here, and now you can stay here or push the floor and lift your glutes closer. So that's a little more intense. Okay, turn your fingers away from you, that will be easier. Yeah, now breathe and press. Ooh. Marinate into those hips. Find a little ease. Now, the next breath, lift your hips and shift your hips back. Drop your right foot down to the floor. And now you can either go to this double pigeon, or for many of us, this is really hard. I'll do it this way. You can bring a block in front of you and just take that left foot in front. Okay? Yeah. That's another option. Inhale. And now from the creases of your hips, you can gaze forward and come forward. And if double pigeon is like a no-brainer for you, change it. Find maybe the other variation and see if you can find different fibers that need attention. What you already know, you already know. Relax your shoulders. When does your body need you to highlight your inner light, and when do you need to focus your breath? Can you do it with a soft and kind intention? Visualize how your breath is not just shallow, but it gets into where you feel. And now slowly come out. Stay where you are. Take the right leg. Some of you can just grab the leg like that, rocking the baby. Some of you can cradle with your elbows and lift your chest up. And now lengthen the left sit bone forward. Lift your chest up. Slowly release the leg. Oh, stretch it all out. Shake it off, shake it off, shake it off. Good. This time, straighten your left leg, right ankle over your left knee. Flex your foot, lift your chest. Lean back, take your hands behind you. Now bend your left leg. Lift your chest up a little, yeah. Breathe into that sensation. If that feels exactly where you need to be because it's just the right amount, you stay. And if you feel like, okay, I need a little bit more, then you're gonna lift your hips and scoot your hips a little forward and walk your hands a little closer. And remember, the more intense it feels, the more you have to follow your breath and your light is brighter, really there. And now notice how you're reacting. How's your nervous system? Is it coming from a place of sensory, physical, or is it emotional? And now we're going to express shift your hips back. Bend your left leg. You can stay into your little fire log, or you can bring your right ankle over a block in front of you. You can stay upright and just grab your ankle. That will give you a length. Or you can shift forward from your hips. Okay? Mary, try the ankle thing. I think it's really nice. Right over. Yeah. See how you can get it. You feel that? Yes? Breathe in at all. So don't favor your right side. Okay, yeah. So notice why that feels awkward. Okay, let me see. Everyone is doing good here. Yeah. Yeah. You breathe more into your left side. And now, like a little spring sensation in your body, in your mannerism, in your mindset. Notice your back ribs. Notice the intercostal muscles expanding. Can you relax your shoulders a little more? Notice your sensations. Are they physical or are your emotional feedback taking over? Can you change that? So if there is a lot of emotion, how can we minimize that emotion? Conversation. And use your breath and your light instead. Slowly come out. Shift back a little. Grab your lower leg either with your hands or with your elbows, you're cradling and framing your leg. Lift your chest up. You can even rock that little baby here. Slowly release. Stretch out your legs. Come all the way down to your back. And you have an option to do one kind of an inversion. It could be sleeping tiger. It could be a headstand. It could be crow. It could be shoulder stand if you have that. Okay? I'm gonna go just with the sleeping tiger. So one block under your sacrum. You can stay even in restorative bridge if you wish, or you can lift your legs up, let it be light, and lift your arms up, allowing the heart to slow down here. Soften your jawline. And now you have the power to reset your nervous system, to find the balance of your practice and how you transition yourself into this quiet stillness coming up. And now whenever you're ready, Come down to the floor. Breathing. Jaw. And find your Shavasana. If you need to put blocks under your knees, please do whatever feels good. And now notice how your whole body is ready to surrender into Shavasana. Breathe. With every breath, there's nurturing. With every exhalation, you're breathing out peace. And notice how you're shedding layers of tension of your body. And if you find yourself going back to your head, shine a light in your head and come back to your breath. And bring more focus to your heart center. Next breath, bring your hands to your heart center. And bring your practice into this one place within you. And this place brings you and separates you from the outer world, yet you are part of the outer world. Place that offers you hope and gratitude and inner strength and guidance, encouragement, and sometimes a little voice that reprimands us. Maybe we're overdoing it, maybe we're underdoing it. It's the true voice. That place, bring your knees towards you. Roll over to your feet exposed. And as always, how do you connect your mat time to your daily life? What do you leave behind you? What are you going to take with you and add to your toolbox to live yoga off the mat? And when I say yoga, beyond the physical. Slowly push and come up to a comfortable seat. Since spring is our theme today, let's open our hands into a lotus mudra. Our practice will leave you today with a sense of an uplifting energy, lightness in your heart and in your mind. Thank you for being here today. Namaste. Thank you, Penny. Thank you, Penny. Bye, honey. Take care.